Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Tonight is the first night that I will be doing Kingdom Come Deliverance. I, by the way, am Freeze Peach Gaming. My name is Steven. I come here to you from YouTube on my channel. Obviously, Freeze Peach Gaming. Um, Having a pretty good day today. I hope everyone else is doing the same out there. I wanted to, my laptop died on me last week, so stream got cut short very quickly because it overheated and just completely shit the bucket. I don't know if I've been long enough to not get in trouble for that. Screw it. But yeah, laptop died, completely crapped out on me, overheated. I wound up having to take the storage device out of it, which was an M.2 SSD, put it into this little enclosure here so I could retrieve my data. At the time, I'd lost not too much, about a week's worth of work. Luckily, I back all my stuff up, but really, in the long run, it wasn't a big deal. I wasn't too upset about it at the moment. It just kind of sucked that I couldn't do the stream that I was kind of looking forward to doing, which I do here every Monday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, laptop crapped out, had to do some computer shuffling around, went out to a local computer store, picked up a refurbished PC for a decent price, about $200, and got that where my old PC is, which is actually a pretty decent gaming PC, so hopefully this thing won't crap out on me. That would really suck. This thing's, I put a bit of money into this one, but I don't think it'll have any issues. I'm not doing anything crazy here, just streaming some video games. It should be able to handle it. Had to go buy a new monitor too, but it's won't lie, it's pretty sweet. Got myself a Asus monitor, and it can turn I can turn it into portrait mode. Turn it vertical instead of horizontal, which will be really nice when I decide to do some programming. That'll definitely come in handy. But nonetheless, tonight we are doing some Kingdom Come Deliverance, which if you haven't seen this game before, I don't want to build it up or anything too crazy because it's just a pretty good game. It's not it's nothing too crazy, but I will say the graphics and everything is very well polished for the fact that it was made by an indie studio. It came out from Warhorse Studios, which is a Czech company, I believe. Out back in 2018, so keep in mind this is like a 4-year-old game that was put out by a very small, very indie studio. But what's really amazing about it is that, really, you have all of these games out there that everything claims to be, action, adventure, role-play games, stealth mechanics, blah, 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 blah. Every game has to do freaking everything these days. They focused a little bit more on the immersive sim side. Not really immersive sim, because, if you've seen Razorfist's video on that, he kind of shits on immersive sims, and I think rightly so. They aren't a real thing, but nonetheless, this game here, Kingdom Come Deliverance, it's an actual role play game, much more so than any of these other role play games that have come out for years now, claiming to be an RPG. This one, legit role playing. You are building up skills, you have a character sheet, you can actually, and beyond that, it's not just, role play as an ROLL, it's also role play as an ROLE, to where you get to really determine how you want to play this game with your character. Do you want to be more of an archer who's doing stealth and going around and stealing stuff and selling defenses? Do you want to just be a brigand who's going around on the roads and robbing from people? And the whole time it's set in realistic, completely realistic, not partially realistic, completely realistic 15th century Bohemia during a lot of political conflict, political strife. Last night I went ahead and played through a good chunk of the tutorial, or the intro, I should say, certainly through the tutorial period, so we can kind of skip past that. We'll be going toward the tail end of the intro of the game, but essentially the village you lived in was sacked by an invading army. This is shortly after King Charles IV, Holy Roman Emperor, has died, and his son Wenceslas has taken over, and a lot of people don't believe that Wenceslas, known as Wenceslas the Idol, will be able to handle the what he is taking on is becoming the new emperor. So his half-brother, who I believe is king of Austria or Austro-Hungaria, Sigismund, he's coming in and taking over the entire kingdom, the entire empire by force. And so your home is raided by Sigismund's forces, who he has groups of Tartars with, were Cumans. They are heathens coming from beyond Austria, Turkey, essentially. And they're coming in and just your village gets full on pillaged. If you haven't seen the beginning part of the game and you're interested in it, that first video of your village getting pillaged is very well done. Really gripping. I mean, it's some hardcore stuff. But this is, let me click here so we can get some music. Yes, this is Kingdom Come Deliverance. Let's hop right into it. But yes, like I said before, this is an actual roleplay game. And see, I already have a horse. They start you off with a good amount of stuff early in the game. And I did a bit of grinding on things like, my herbalism, which is a surprisingly broken skill. Here, let's see. Let's go over to my character sheet. See, I have main level of 3. And you get certain, you unlock certain things as you go through, certain skills. Yep, I can use bandages and have it increase sight of fast travel. Strength, agility, vitality, speech, all of those have their own skills attached to them. These are your ability scores, and much like with, any Elder Scrolls game, as you use the skill, they go up. Charisma, visibility, conspicuousness. What's that one? Conspicuousness is a measure of how you stand out in the normal environment, i.e., whether or not people who see you will look twice. It depends on your clothing. And that's another thing they did very well with this game, is the entire system. Nothing is dependent on a single statistic. Everything is dependent on how you are interacting, how you appear, whether you're clean, and whatever the stats of the person you're interacting with are. So everything, it's a very intricate system, and everything sort of goes together. And so you have general statistic skills that you work on, combat skills, and then just this host of regular skills that you work on. See, my herbalism's already an 11. I kind of went nuts on that. But look at what you get from herbalism. It's kind of a little bit broken for as easy as it is to grind up early in the game. I collected 100 nettle to just automatically get this. I didn't have to spend a skill point on it. Permanently increased my vitality by 2. Oh, hey, kitty. I have a helper cat. That is a cat butt. Hey, Miss Ash. You're not helping me. Come on, kitty. No, don't step on the keyboard. Okay, that could have been worse. Alright, get up. I need my book, too. I has helper kitty. Alright, why don't you just lay down, Miss Ash? She helping. But yes, I also hope you like my new stream setup here. I got, you can see the chat. You can see, got a nice actual background here. It doesn't look like I just made it in Paint, even though I did. Actually using Stream Elements now. I was using Stream Labs before. And I gotta say, I really like Stream Elements. I know people talk a bit of shit about it. But I actually really like it. Most people complain about the interface being difficult to use. I didn't have any problems using the interface. But, then again, I've learned a couple of programming languages and how to use a couple of the programs that are involved with that, so that may have something to do with it.
Yeah.
When we get to some sword fights, that'll get interesting, because the combat system is very much different than in most games. You actually have a directional area in which you are trying to aim your weapon. Luckily, blocks are just kind of blocks. It's mostly a timing thing. Kitty, you got your tail right where I'm trying to do stuff here. And everything is done just sort of by,
Good day to you.
you know,
What do you
interacting with the game. Using the game is how you level up, so... See, this guy probably doesn't have anything I'm too interested in purchasing. Do I have anything I want to sell to him? Not really at the moment. So I'm almost like maxed out on the crap I'm carrying. I should probably sell off a few things just to relieve some weight. I could sell this stuff for more, but yeah, you know, I'm just kind of wanting to move along. Sell some of this nettle. So I have all of these stolen goods here. I'm probably going to wind up dropping a few of them. Because I know where I'm heading to. I'm heading back to the town, my hometown, which was, you know, of course, raided, as I had mentioned. So, we'll see. I believe there's a good amount of stuff that I pick up there. Ooh, definitely don't sell your food. Alright, let's show you the haggle system.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Why not?
Very much has just some classic, let's go for 7. He's probably not going to like that. 6.9.
Aye. For that
Nice.
amount, I can be persuaded.
Oh, wow. No problems. Sweet. And see, I have reputation with this guy. You have to be careful not to go too far with trying to persuade people to give you more money or for anything like that, because your reputation will go up and down, and that affects how everyone in the area treats you, because, you know, people talk to each other. Discovered grindstone. What? Uh-oh. Was I dillying and dallying for too long?
It's like they've already gone.
I think I was dilly-dallying for too long, because they just sent me straight to my home. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So yes, he wants to go to bury his parents, so he doesn't just leave them to rot in the streets. Okay, that was weird.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm taking all your apples and dried fruit. I believe that, food can actually go bad in this game, depending on what kind, because I noticed they sell actual preserved food. Ooh, yeah. Give me all this food. There was also, back here, I thought I saw there was a cross. Oh, yes. So this is actually a shrine. Oh, there we go. See, you actually don't know how to read starting the game, so you have to go around and read these shrines in order to, yeah, see, we got dried mushrooms there. In order to learn how to read, you have to slowly, bit by bit and piece by piece, sort of learn everything, even from reading, which, you know, makes sense in the Middle Ages. You wouldn't have known how to read as just a blacksmith's son. What's up, Gap Stargate? Hey, brother, just wanted to come and say hello, show you some support. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I saw you left a comment on my last video as well. I appreciate checking that out, my Witcher review. Alright, I can't just stay around and loot all these bodies all day. Yeah, I started doing those Witcher reviews, and I did one, like, oh man, way too long ago. Like, right after the show came out, I did the first episode. And, I just sort of got lazy with it. I should have kept going. But I didn't particularly like the first episode, so I kind of, put it on the back burner, put it off for now, but I needed to, I knew I needed to go back to it, go ahead and finish those up. I can't remember if I'm going the right way or not. Oh yeah, your stamina meter there. Got to be careful with that. Alright. Ah, yes, I am going the right way. I believe there's actually some people in the town. Town proper, once I get there. Oh, hey, and I have food here. Hey, kitty. You're sitting right where my food needs to go. Excuse me, kitty.
Who's there?
Okay, go on. Oh, let me pause so I don't get jumped here. Alright, go on, kitty. Thank you very much. Ooh, that looks amazing. Yes, I do.
Love you.
Loves you too. Ooh, this looks really good. I got some salmon and rice with zucchini. This looks good. We're gonna keep going on the game for now. Oh, hey. I don't know why I didn't draw my sword there. I feel like I should have gone ahead and drawn my sword. So yeah, here's the basics for armed combat. Slash, stab, tab to lock onto the opponent, though. There's an auto lock feature. Left shift to unlock, or I believe that also just switches between the opponents. And you'll see there's this star right here in the middle of the screen. That'll determine which direction I'm actually facing, and the centered dot will glow with a green shield when I need to block for a parry.
Come here, Lily.
Oh yeah, got him to surrender.
Give up your weapon, and you can go. If you insist.
I should have killed him. I want to kill him. Run away. Run before I change my mind. Oh. Ooh, what we got in here? Some loot to steal. Got some loot to steal. Yeah. Ooh, got another... Oh no, I already read that shrine. And I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Alright, back to the proper direction. Back to town. Gonna search the burned huts.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, they actually put some good detail on this little hanged man here. Get a face. Didn't know if it was just going to be a faceless hood. I'm going the right direction, aren't I? Oh, they started me, like, way outside of town. I see. Can't remember if I can just whistle anywhere and have the horse show up. No, I can't. I think I'm losing the horse earlier on. I do think it was kind of weird how it just sort of forced me into this. Like, I found that grindstone, didn't even get to use it. Don't know exactly what it does. Oh, that's not what I want. Yeah, see, there was an X on that apple. Seemed like it was bad.
charcoal burner.
Oh, I can't take the arrows out of him? Lame. Why does the horse have loot? I guess saddlebags. Oh, but yeah, I had a couple of things I wanted to bring up during stream, just to, just stuff to talk about.
Hey!
Let's go ahead and do a quick save there.
Why would anyone do this? What did these poor souls ever do to them?
Wrong place, wrong time, brother. Oh, more hanged men up ahead. Yeah, I believe these are all of the backers, because the game was actually just backed. Yeah, let me check my list here. Took some notes on what I was going to talk about. Oh yeah, of course, the big topic of the day, the Ukraine-Russia situation.
Hey, well now, this one comes pouring out from under some rock. Ow! What about figs?
Alright. Now, this bandit, I'm killing him.
No, forget it. Now you die.
You beast!
Yeah! Get some. See, this is why I wanted your stuff. Ooh, I'm gonna go over my weight limit. Definitely need some new hose. I think I'm good on shoes. Wow, those are expensive, though. Oh, yeah, I'm going over my weight limit here. Let's see. What should I wear? What does this give me? 1 armor? Got the common bassinet. I'll keep these gloves on for now. Actually, they're still worth more than this. Ooh, leather jerkin giving me 3 armor. Yeah, I'm going to be dropping some stuff. Just some not crappy hose, because the ones I was wearing were bad. Yeah, let's drop those. I think I'm dropping these as well. They look stupid. Let's see. Ooh, that light padded armor is heavy, but that is what I'm wearing at the moment. Old boots gotta go. How about I eat something to get that weight down? I'll eat a beet. Let's see, what's not worth much? Oh, the padded coif isn't, but I am wearing that. Alright, regular coif gone. Oof, I am barely below my weight limit. And wearing stuff doesn't help much. Oh, but yeah, I wanted to talk the whole Russia-Ukraine situation. Give me a moment to shove some food in my face. Sorry about that. So, yeah, I think Stephen Crowder on his show, Louder with Crowder, which you've probably heard of, I think he kind of made the good point this morning with it of you can believe two things at once. You can believe that it's bad for Russia to be invading Ukraine, which I do. I think it's wholly wrong. You can also think that we shouldn't be playing world police at the same time. You can also think that it's not right for us to intervene in these actions, despite the fact that they are wrong. It's one of those things like, how long are we going to keep going on playing world police? Ooh, give me that axe. How much was that worth? That's gotta be putting me above. Oh, yeah. Ah, that thing's crap. Axe gone. So, yeah, it's one of those things of I don't like what Putin's doing. I don't like what the Russian military is condoning. I think all of it is very much wrong for them to do. At the same time, do we need to continue involving ourselves in these things? Do we need to involve ourselves to the point that we may very well become, be starting essentially another world war, potentially World War III? Because what happens if we truly begin involving ourselves in these situations? Do we force Russia to make an alliance with China? Which, economic sanctions could force Russia to make an alliance with them anyway. But I would say significantly less likely than us actually putting boots in the ground in Ukraine and openly starting war with Russia. That's going to force them, because Russia, much like the former USSR, I believe, while they are dangerous and while they are certainly capable of much, great violence and great evil, I really think they run off of a perception of strength, much like former Ukraine, or not Ukraine, the former Soviet Union. They want to appear much stronger than they actually are. And they're probably quite worried about appearing weak at any point in time. So if we involve ourselves and they're not, things start going poorly for them in this whole situation. Oh, how do I get in again? See, I played through this part before, but it's been a while. Let me try going the back way. But yes, it's one of those things. If they begin to just appear weak, they're going to be forced into a corner where it's quite likely they will side with someone who also dislikes us, like China, perhaps even North Korea, though I see that as being a little bit less likely. Discovered a nest. Where's this nest I discovered? Okay, doesn't show on the map, but I discovered it. Something in the trees here? I mean, there's no climb skill as far as I know, which is something that it still has below Daggerfall, making Daggerfall just a little bit better. In my opinion, Daggerfall is the ultimate roleplay game. Alright, Brigand, have at thee.
Answer to my prayer.
Yeah. Nah, you're going down, Brigand. You are going down.
I'm in no mood for talk. You're dead.
Yeah, take that. I already have a leather jerkin. Ooh, that's nice. Offers some good armor. That is also nice. believe the marigold decoction is essentially a healing potion. So let's put on, what was it I found? Padded black coif, which means you're going away. Did that replace something? What am I no longer wearing? That replaces the armor. No, that is better armor. Even though it's not worth as much, adds a higher defense rating. Also weighs less. That's weird. Okay, well, you go back on the ground. What else can go away? Because I am carrying too much. You're gone. See, I'm keeping all of these. I have all of these stolen items here. Everything has a little red hand on it as stolen. I'm still hanging on to those because I can still sell them. They are worth quite a bit, and I believe right after this tutorial I meet a fence. Oh, still overloaded. Well, is it too much food? What's heavy? Eat some beets. And we'll eat some bread. Bread goes bad. Yeah, see, that's already starting to die off. There we go. I am just below. Uh-oh. Oh, clumsy until I digest everything. Okay, it doesn't look so bad.
He didn't run like me. Died with a sword in his hand.
Well, you know what? You got to keep your head by running. Oh, and I'm still overloaded. Oh, because I ate too much. Alright, something's got to go. It's going to be these shoes. They weigh 3. There we go. That's better. Ooh, that's my buddy, isn't it? Yeah, that guy was my friend. Oh, I'm trying to remember. There was something I came back over here for. Oh well, let's go find the folks. 'Cause I gotta bury their bodies.
You stood by his side and he did this to you. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. Didn't abandon him like me.
All my friends are dead. All my friends are dead. They got killed by humans. And I'm gonna get hit with a copyright strike now. Nah, I'm sure I'll be fine. So yeah, this whole Russia-Ukraine situation, Gina Carano brought up another really good point about it. Essentially, you know, it seems like the timing for it is very convenient that COVID, the COVIDs was ending. And seemed like there was a new need for some control. Some need for them to... Ooh, we got a cutscene. I'll tell you what, I'll let this cutscene play while I shovel some food in my face.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me?
won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find the shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
This is very well acted. The voice acting in this game is quite excellent. Really engaging, interesting story too. They just overall do a great job with this. Where's that barking coming from?
Get away, you mutt! Get away, you beast!
That's animal cruelty.
What's going on?
Yeah, that's right, Henry.
What in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that the butcher's? Mutt? Isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
He's protecting his master. Oh, wow. Yeah, literally first choice.
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You weren't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing? What are you doing?
I asked what you're doing here. How about you give me an answer?
If I want to confess, I'll go to the priest. Go away and leave me in peace.
Nice rhyme there.
Do you know what happened to Teresa from the mill? When I fled, the humans wanted to... They meant to violate her. God knows what.
Excuse me.
No, I don't know. What do I care? They probably raped her and killed her like all the others. Her misfortune. Right now, I've got to take care of myself.
How did you manage to get away?
How do you think? I ran.
Could you lend me that spade? I have to dig a grave. I can't find another.
What's it worth to you? I see you have a fine sword. I'll gladly trade you my spade for that. How did you come by it anyway?
Fine.
That's it, Shippick.
I'll take the spade and you can have the sword. You can have it right up your ass.
You think you can talk that way just because you've got a sword?
Bullshit. I don't know much about sword fighting.
Suits me. I'll knock your teeth in then.
Uh-oh.
Come on! Ah! Fucking hell! Ah! Ah! Yeah! You'll get what for?
Alright, that's it, Jivik.
That's right. Turn tail and run, you
Oh.
bastard.
Oh. Give me that spade. What? There we go. I was gonna say. Hey, doggy. No, I don't want to loot.
Easy there, boy. You know me. A good master won't be needing this hand.
Come on, doggy. I'm not gonna loot him. You gonna follow me? Well, let's be honest, you're gonna eat him soon enough anyhow. Can I leave you some food or something? Alright, whistling doesn't work. How about... what do dogs eat? A dog will eat some roast duck. Just one. You want some roast duck here? There you go. Oh well, off to bury the folks. Ooh, yeah, look at all them arrows. I don't want to loot them. Actually, what can I loot from them? Yeah, thanks for the money, Ma. And you, Pa? Alright, looks like they just have... they both have a pretzel, or was I just looting the old man? Mom, what do you have? Ooh, dried fruit. Yeah, I'll take the dried fruit. Yes, this was my father's forge, which they have burned down. That place is F-U-K-T fucked. Ooh, anything cool left in the house for me to ransack? No. Didn't leave me nothing cool. Although the old man did leave me this fucking sweet-ass sword, supposed to go to Sir Radzig.
You're gonna like it.
Where do we go? Ah, there we go. Alright, time for more food.
So, let's get to it. Damn it all.
Come on, Henry, you gotta do it. Come on, Hal. Bury your parents. Don't be a bitch. They're just partially rotted and smelly. And some pieces might fall off, but who cares? Just, put them in the hole.
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want? Zbyszek?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought.
Uh-oh.
It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it.
Oh, I'm totally screwed here.
Listen boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt! Aye! Cut the bastard down! As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth.
So I haven't worked out the dodge mechanic in this game quite yet.
Bollocks! Stop pitching!
Oh.
Gone weak at the...
Oh, man. Yeah, he fucks you up quick.
I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? Now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers! The games are over.
Not me sword. Sorry about that. Thanks for being patient while I shoved my face full of food. Yeah, see, it's actually... I think the graphics in this game are actually quite good for... especially small indie studio. And here we have it. Starting the actual game. I have to save me parents. Uh-oh. I'm screwed. What the hell? Oh! I left the screen. That's no good. Alright. Ooh, hey, it took one down. Hey, got him. Didn't think I could. Somehow managed to get a head injury. Very creepy dream sequence here. There we go. Getting close to the folks. Up.
Do you need some
No
help?
more. So that guy with the mustache there is the actual one who kills your father.
Henry, there's work to be done.
But yeah, some other stuff I wanted to talk about. So, Amanda Abington, the actress from Sherlock, the BBC show, she recently came out and had a super base statement that she made.
It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me?
Oh, hey, Teresa.
Hallelujah.
Saved her from
I thought
getting
you'd never wake.
raped.
Were you having a nightmare?
But,
Teresa?
But yeah, much like Evangeline Lilly, this Amanda Abington, she was the one who played Watson's wife.
Pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
She came out and had a super base statement, basically telling all of these
Where
celebrities out there that if they want to go talking about
We're at my uncle's mill in return.
they want to go talking
I
about
don't know where else to go.
What happened?
you know, the whole Ukraine-Russia
don't remember
situation, they
anything?
should do one of two things: either put some money up
I
for
found you in
it,
Skalitz
you know,
after
just
those
donate
bandits
money,
attacked
or
you.
shut the
I
fuck
thought
up.
they'd done for you, but you were still breathing.
So absolutely
Why in
based, you
heaven's
know.
name did
She
you
even
go
said, you know,
back there?
making a
It's a
video of a bunch of
madness.
different people.
Slaughtered everyone who
Let me
didn't run.
let her finish talking.
Parents. I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back.
So I think that's one of the reasons this game is didn't get very well reviewed, is because it is
Morning.
overtly Christian and not even like
It's near midnight.
you know, they'll have
You
Christian
slept all
undertones.
day.
No, this has Christian overtones.
Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamburg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
That's right, Teresa. Steel yourself.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
So Divish promised Sir Radzig he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak.
But yeah, Amanda Abington coming out and making that statement, it's very much like Evangeline Lilly recently.
I haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Ratay Mill, my uncle's mill at Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
Oh, the millers in this game also act as the sort of thieves guild. They're the fences, and they're going to give you the thieving jobs, which I thought was really cool.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radzig?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzig, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of a coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my
Excuse
debt.
me.
You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
Ooh, it's all my stuff. And I get some maps. Warhorse Gambison. What's that take the place of? Ah, the light padded armor. Well, that can go into the chest. Yeah, see, a bunch of this food went bad over the 2 weeks. Really, that bread, well, it is much different type of bread, you know, old school medieval bread would have been much more long-lasting. Oh, yeah, I ain't dropping none of those into the pot. Yeah, so you have to learn how to read. DLC, that's right. Okay, so all of those treasure maps are to get the warhorse armor. Not as in armor for the actual horse, but armor that has the warhorse symbol on it. Let's see, from the ashes, the long-abandoned village of Przemyslavets awaits the return of bustling life. Ooh. Wait for a suitable opportunity to go and see Sir Davish about it. Tournament! There's an exclamation point, so that inflection is needed. A combat tournament will soon be convened in Rattay, which is the town I'm in. It's open to commoners, so even you can enroll if you'd like. The amorous adventures of bold Sir Hans Capon. A local dandy is fond of intrigues, especially when the fair sex is involved, and it's only a matter of time before he drags you into one. Band of bastards. The province hasn't been safe since the raid on Skalitz, and soon you can expect orders from Sir Radzig to ride out with a band of mercenaries to put things right. That's cool. And a woman's lot. You lost your home and family in Skalitz, but you are not alone. Teresa and Johanka encountered similar misfortune and fled too. Each tries in her own way to come to terms with... Okay. Hey, there's the doggy. What's what for this? Okay. Yeah, these are the quests they sort of start me off with. Should really start with the, there he is. Where the heck is he? Ah, certainly went the long way around to get to him.
Hey, youngster!
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That
Ooh,
sounds
time for
straightforward
some
enough.
thieving.
Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect
Oh,
I'd give you
Henry.
a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
I was prepared for just about anything, but that's a bit much.
Oh yeah, let's do some
Well, go on.
thieving.
Tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Wojciech, the Kohelnitz miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? There's nothing sacred to you.
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding heart came up with the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never read the Bible. It's still a human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by something created by God?
Yeah, that's a good way to look about it.
I think I've already heard more than I need to know. You've got the tongue of the devil himself. If you tried hard enough, I bet you could justify sodomy with a goat.
Watch your mouth, boy. There's a shovel here around the mill somewhere. If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. I can't believe I've come to this. Digging up corpses.
Oh, believe it, Henry.
Watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him. Take care now.
Hey, doggo. Where was that spade I saw? It was over here, wasn't it? Hey. So where do I need to go? Uh-huh. Excuse me. Don't know why I'm coughing so hard tonight. Well, I think it's time to go check out around town. Oh, also, can't I sell him stolen goods? Damn it.
Good luck to you. Try unlocking this trunk.
Do I have to be crouching to lockpick or something? Oh, I have to hold it.
In your right hand and use it to feel out the tumbler. In your left hand, you hold the
So the lockpicking system is actually pretty cool here.
It's quite easy. Got it?
Oh, there we go. Alright, so you gotta find the sweet spot here, and then follow it around as you turn the whole thing around.
You'll have to start all over.
Oh.
You forced it and broke the lockpick. That crack will be hurting a good amount. You have to watch out for that. An experienced guard will recognize the sound at once.
Yeah, this gets a little bit tough at times. It's one of those things, once you get used to it, though. I only had 2 lockpicks. Does he hook me up with more? Hey, there we go.
Make something out of you yet. But remember, this trunk's only cracked. Real.
How many lockpicks do I have, though? Imagine that's under other. Oh, I have 14 of them? I can try this a few more times. Let's get some practice in. Hey. All right, getting the hang of it. Okay, gotta open it each time. Hey, there we go. just a couple more to get the hang of it. There we go. Alright, I think I'm good. Alright, I think it is into town time. So one thing that is kind of annoying with this game is I actually have a mod. I have a couple of mods loaded. One specifically, excuse me. One is specifically to get rid of the herbalism, the herb picking animation, which is just totally fucked. Every time you go to pick an herb, it actually plays a short video, and it's frankly just annoying. Hey, what's up, guy?
My respects to you.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
He's strict but just. Thank God for him. He don't get mixed up in nothing like that Sir Radzig, so you don't see no one attacking us.
What's life like in Ratai?
We got sturdy walls and 2 castles to protect us. There's not many towns have that.
So the game does actually encourage you to talk to people about stuff like this, you know, just go in and talk to the commoners. It actually increases your speech skill just doing this.
How do the Ratai folk get on with
And speech is actually very important in this game.
I wish that rabble was gone. I know they've met with misfortune, but here they do nothing but thieve and make problems.
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Everywhere they go, they pillage, rape and slaughter, or so the tales have it. Of course, all armies do that, but them barbarians take pleasure in it.
Yeah, the other armies don't don't take pleasure in it, of course.
Good luck to you.
Ooh, sage. Alright, let's go checking out around town. This is the outer village, this isn't the town proper. See if anything cool in here. Oh, can I remove that marker from earlier? Let's see, does that work? Yeah. Oh, bathhouse. Get myself clean. I believe this leads me up to the village proper, where I can go do some cool stuff. Is that chamomile? Yeah. Gonna make some tea. Yes, I am aware I can fast travel, but gotta find the location first.
Halt! Who are you and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Radzig Kabila of Dvoyets.
Of course you are, lad, and I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship, and what makes you think he'll see you?
Hang on, I've got a...
Come on, I'm not some peasant. I'm Sir Radzig's blacksmith, and I need to speak with him.
It is my job to stop.
I may not look the part, but I know about honor and duty. And mine is to tell Sir Radzig what happened to the sword he commissioned.
All right, then, go ahead. It'll be your skin if Sir Radzig isn't pleased.
Alright, let's get rid of this bot. Alright, there we go. Oh, that's another mod I put in, was being able to save. Because normally you have to use an item to save the game. A savior schnapps. Which, having to use items gets old pretty quick. No lie. So, I just added in the mod that lets me save whenever the hell I want. Ooh, where's that trader? Excuse me.
Call again. I'm here at your service. God be with
Looks like
you.
this is a food trader. There's actually multiple different types of traders in the game. Yeah, see, this guy deals in food. Well, nope, can't. Well, actually, can I sell him? Yeah. Selling my old rotted food. Apparently I can sell him anything, but let's just stick with the rotten food. And of course I gotta haggle.
Something about the price.
Why not?
What about this?
I'd almost say.
Let's try one more time.
Close.
Alright, had to push it.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
Yeah, this is sort of the main street here, main thoroughfare. See, more food. Lots of food traders. Lots and lots of food traders. I can get haircuts. This looks like I'm in a private area. Yeah, let's not rob anybody. Ah, there we go, the apothecary. So I can get some training in alchemy.
Heavens, lad. You're looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Last time I saw you, I thought you were ready for the priest.
I'm feeling as good as new.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
I want to learn to read. Who should I go and see?
There's a retired scribe in Ushitz. He could teach you.
About that debt.
So I owe him 50? I'll
Here
pay
you
him.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you're a man of honor. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Would you teach me more about alchemy?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Uh-oh, how much?
Isn't that quite a lot?
See if I can get him for
What do you
55.
say to this?
Well, a little...
See if he'll go for
Agreed.
57. Yeah.
Listen up.
Trying to remember how I actually do alchemy.
God be with you.
Do I have to buy like an alembic and stuff? Kind of like in a... somewhere I can do the alchemy?
Mother of God!
I left. Hey, look, see that? I'm out of there.
What's up? Do you need some help?
Hey, kitty. Move this plate out of the way before my cat just hops on it, because she will. What else was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, the Batman trailer. So I'm not a huge Batman fan or anything, but I know that a lot of people out there are quite the fans of the comics and the films. I've never been a huge Batman kind of guy. But I must say, this new trailer does look interesting. I mean, it doesn't seem to be anything crazy that's going to... I don't think it's going to, like, break down barriers or anything. But I do think it's going to be just an overall interesting film. I'll probably go see it in theaters coming out March 4th, which is my late grandmother's birthday. She was quite, always had a good saying for it. March 4th is in March 4th at the store and buy me a gift.
I feel quite hungry.
Makes it easy to keep up with. Also, the first day that the first date that I went on with my wife was March 4th. And side note, if you ever get the opportunity, while you were on a date, and it's one of those things, whether or not it's true, go ahead and give it a try. Tell whoever you're out with, just say like, hey, sorry, but I need just a moment. I gotta call my grandmother and tell her that it's her, and wish her a happy birthday, because, women love it when a guy loves their grandmother. How do you do alchemy? I just trained in it, but what the hell? So he gave me this training in alchemy, but it didn't tell me the square root of jack shit about how to actually do it. Is it hidden behind the door? It's doubtful. Okay, yeah. I'll just have to figure that out later, I guess. I'll be kind enough to shut doors behind me. Ah, the pillory. Looks like it's general goods. Yeah, general goods. Need to find me a swordsmith. So I think I am clean out of weapons, aren't I? I have the bow, but that's only going to do me so good for so long. Now, somewhere around here there is an armorer and a smith. Ah, tavern. Where's this quest giver?
Good health.
Who dis? Oh, fist fights. Some other time. I'm not the greatest at fist fighting in this game. I'll go ahead and admit that. Did I miss the swordsmith? Ah, I think I did. I went right past him. Armorer. Oh, let's go back and talk to the armorer. Because that's important. But yeah, this new Batman trailer, I mean, it looks interesting. I know a lot of people are kind of iffy on Robert Pattinson, but I actually think he's a rather good actor. I mean, yeah, he did the Twilight movies, and those are kind of cringe, but he's actually done quite a bit over the years to kind of distance himself from those films. What the hell is this thing? Should be right on top of it.
How? What are you doing here? I took you for dead.
Oh, it's a long story. What about you? How did you get out of Scallis?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. A frightful storm broke that night, and Sigismund's heathens ran back to their camp. They never dreamed Sir Ratzik would use the storm as cover for our escape. The entire village slipped away as quiet as mice while no one watched. In the morning, when those bandits attacked, all they found was an empty castle with an old goat inside. I wish I could have seen their faces.
So do I.
10 out of 10, they fucked the goat.
See you later.
Here you are. I hope it helps.
God be with you, good sir.
What are you hanging around for? Don't you have any work to do?
No, I don't. Sigismund's marauders took everything I had and reduced me to beggary.
What's it about?
Since I lost everything, I've been doing whatever I could to survive. Only, I got caught with my hand in someone else's pocket. And since then, I can't even set foot on the square without the catchpoles pouncing on me.
So you're a pickpocket? All right, get to the point. But keep your hands where I can see them.
My honestly begged groschen were taken from me by that bastard of a guard, Pazdera. He claimed I stole them and took them for himself, the swine. Well, if you can get them from his pocket back into mine, where they rightfully belong, I'll give you a share and teach you a handy trick too. What do you say?
All right, I reckon I can manage that.
Yeah,
How
time
much
for
coin
some
are we talking
stealing.
about?
Everything he has on him. Half is yours.
It all sounds a bit fishy.
Well, take it or leave it. But if you get my money back from Pazdera the guard, I'm sure I can put some more work your way. May the Lord watch over you.
Okay, new quest. That's weird. The map shows that the armor, I guess he's up a little ways. I think I just missed him by running around in odd places before. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I was supposed to turn left. Zigged when I should have zagged.
My respects to you.
Yeah, what's something I can afford with my 60 gold? I can get a dagger. Dang, 2K. Yeah, I can get a dagger. That's about it at the moment. Righto. Well, looks like I need to do some saving up.
People, come up close and have a smell. Fresh bread. Pour yourself a bit of fresh milk to drink.
What this? Ah, yes.
What do you want here?
Yeah, let's see about getting that money from the guard. And I need to figure out how to do this alchemy. I believe this green marker is for the guard I'm supposed to be. Oh, that's the scribe. Ah, this is for the tournament, which I don't feel like doing at the moment.
Jesus Christ be praised.
See, this guy's got some stuff I can afford. What do we got here? 22/21 blunt. Ooh, I do not have enough strength for that. That I have enough strength for and enough money for. Yeah, let's get me the Cooper's axe. Just one. Also need to sell some stuff. Just because I'm carrying too much. Sorry, that was odd. Just weird. Oh, I could sell those. Sell some dandelions. Alright.
Let's talk about the price.
Haggling time.
Agree?
Come now, just a little. All right, so.
Yeah. So I'm assuming... Oh, I have to actually, like, angle it. Let's see, let's get some help. If you want to maintain bladed weapons, you can save your repair kits and hone it yourself at a grindstone, which you can find at every smithy. Just approach the grindstone, start the process with E, blah blah blah. So the weapon must be honed along the whole length of the blade. You select which part using left and right on the mouse. The blade must be held at the correct angle on the grindstone. If the angle is too shallow, the edge won't be sharpened. If too steep, you can dull the blade. You control it with up and down on the mouse. Is there some sort of indicator for me? You have to keep the grindstone turning using spacebar. You must also exert the correct pressure to make sure you hone the edge at all. Pressing also depletes your stamina. To press, use the center mouse button. And to release use, you can recognize correct honing by sparks flying, whereas black smoke coming from under the blade tells you you're damaging it. A well-honed blade is smooth and shiny. There we go. Sparks. I guess that's well honed. Okay. Don't really know how to tell whether or not that's well honed, but we'll just go with it. I should go and do some praying. Guess Henry's not much of a prayer. The tavern. Eat something here. Also, let's go ahead and equip that axe. There's the guard I gotta steal from. Let's try and do this without getting caught. I'm getting that pocket dog. Oh, I can't just talk to him. And I imagine I have to be crouching and all that other good stuff.
I'll make those pies tomorrow.
Come on, man. Go to a good spot. This isn't a good spot for me. Tell me he's not just walking back and forth between these two places, or I will obviously get caught reaching into his pocket.
But he can't live without it either.
lost something?
Yeah, that's right. Lost my mind trying to steal
Steaks
from this
cooked
guy.
fresh from the oven. Come and get them.
He doesn't look drunk.
Oh, I have to knock him out. I can't just pick his pocket?
Back trouble?
I see. Is there a good place to do this where I won't get Hey. This looks like a good place to do it. Ah, shit.
Fucker! No! I did. Ow! Shit!
Oh, that's not cool. Ooh. Oh, I'm getting jumped. All right. Okay. That's no good. Uh-oh. I'm getting locked in the pillory, aren't I? Why couldn't I just knock him out? That's weird. Oh, and I gotta serve time in jail. And I bet they're hitting me with a fine, too. Oh, brother. Well, you know, we're getting up on the 2-hour mark, as it were. So I think it's getting close to time to call this stream here. Anywho. Wow, my frame rate is ridiculous right now. They take all my shit. No? They take my money. No, it looks like you just served some time in jail. That's all. Can I just leave jail? Yeah, looks like it. Nice. That's weird. Why didn't I just knock him out? Huh. Don't know. Oh, I've got a ball and chain on. What's that? What is this? Released prisoner. Your stay in jail has left you malnourished and overall weak condition. Your strength, agility, and vitality are lowered. The longer you've been in jail, the worse the penalties. Interesting. Well, I think that's all I'm going to do for today as far as some gaming stream. I had a pretty good time. Hope everyone who came through had a good time as well. What's this? I got a message here. That's weird. Yeah, I thought I'd leave everybody with a couple of thoughts. Also, there's a kitty here. All right, Miss Ash. You're getting all up in the way of the camera. Just thought I'd like to end these streams with a bit of a, kind of positive message to put out into the world. And I was watching Mark with a C did a video, I think a few days ago, about the Everything's Gonna Be All White show on Showtime. He didn't do a proper, damn it. get out of here. More bots. But Mark with a C did a video about the everything's going to be all white, and he brings up the whole idea of victim mentality and of, you know, how people get caught into a spiral of wanting to blame everyone else for their problems in life because that's the easy way out. You don't have to consider yourself to be someone who is worthy of love or someone who is worthy of living, even. If you can just blame your woes on everyone else. And I thought to sort of add on top of that, I like to do a bit of a stoic message here. You know, I'm not a 110% stoicism all the time, but I think it's a pretty good philosophy that helps people get through life. I mean, no philosophy is perfect. Kitty, you're biting me. But to sort of bring it in with that, it's, you know, sort of the live your life to the best for moment to moment. I think that's a good way to sort of just go about doing things. It's a good positive way to go through life. And on top of that, you know, that's something you're incapable of doing if you're constantly blaming your woes on someone else, another group of people, another, you know, anything. You know, there are people who blame God for it. They blame anything. They'll blame the universe for screwing them. They'll just say, oh, I'm constantly, you know, everything bad always happens to me. And they never have to confront the issues that bring them to this place. They never have to actually consider the ramifications of their own actions because they can just blame their own actions on someone else. They can do shitty things, and that's one of the things Mark with a C was bringing up in his video is, you know, there's people out there, particularly from what he was talking about, particularly in the black community, there's a lot of people out there who believe that because there were past injustices, it's okay for them to completely ignore any ramifications of their own actions in this day and age. You know, they can just sort of say, well, it's okay for me to do this because of white privilege and because of slavery and this, that, and the other. And you're never going to be able to better yourself, and you're never going to be able to better your community and those around you if there's always some sort of outside oppressing force always pushing down on you and constantly trying to... Kitty, what are you doing? She's being a weirdo. You know, you're never going to get yourself to a better spot if there's always something completely outside of your control constantly holding you back, constantly holding you down. And I think that brings us back to stoicism a bit there, to where it's, you know, you have to take responsibility for things that are within your control. And you can't just relinquish that responsibility. You know, it's so there are many people out there who are able to get themselves out of the tough situations, and they are capable of getting themselves to a better place and taking responsibility for these actions, but they don't feel that they need to do it because of past wrongs that may not even have been done to them. It may have been done to their forebears. And I hate to break it to you, everyone out there who thinks that there's some sort of, you know, system of oppression trying to hold you down, but everybody deals with that. Everybody gets that, no matter what your race is. I mean, unless you're literally born into pure affluence, there's going to be some hardship in your life. And even people who are born into pure affluence, not everybody stays there. A lot of people lose their fortunes. A lot of people lose everything they care about. And a lot of people in the quest to amass fortune also will lose other things that should be more important to them, like family and community and love. So I think the overall message for today to leave everyone on is, you know, try to consider things that you can take responsibility for. Take responsibility for them. Don't go blaming other people for any perceived problem, whether or not it's true. it's not a good thing to hang on to problems, and it's not a good thing to hang on to woes, and it's not a good thing to obfuscate the responsibility that you can take over a situation because there is this oppressive force holding you back in some way or another. That most of these things that we believe are holding us back in life are actually self-created and self-perpetuated, whether done by our very selves or from other people in our communities who don't want to deal with the realities of the situation. And another thing that Mark with a C brought up, and I think it's something very important, is, you know, he talks about how people particularly in the black community don't like to talk about all of the horrors that they do to each other in modern time. And while I'm not saying that like slavery is okay or anything, that shit ended 170 years ago. I understand, sure, you know, generational problems that happen from it, but you know, I have alcoholics in my family, so what sort of generational problem should I have to, you know, what about my generational issues of my grandfather drinking and gambling away his business so that, you know, by the time I came around, they were pretty much poor. My dad has his own issues. Do I put any problems that I've had with my dad from over the years? You know, we're in a really good place now. I'll say he's doing much better. I'm doing much better. We've both been assholes over the years. It's not like either of us is perfect. But should I blame any problems that I'm having in the future because my dad had problems with drinking? No. What good is that going to do me? What good is it going to do me to blame anyone for anything that is completely outside of my own control? Nothing. And if something is within my control, why should I blame someone else for it so that I can ignore the responsibility placed on me to get myself to the better place? And, you know, it's not like you have to do everything right 100% of the time. I think that's one of the places where Stoicism does sort of fail, is that, you know, you're really supposed to hold yourself up as this paragon, that you're always supposed to go forward and make the right decisions. And, you know, I think that puts a lot of people in a place where if they do make a wrong decision, they become worried, and that, you know, they'll then focus on that wrong decision and allow that to stop them from being able to do good things in the future, or just do things in general, just to move forward with life. So I think that is one of the failures of Stoicism, in that sometimes you just have to roll the dice and see what happens. You know, sometimes you just have to give it a try. You're not always going to do the right thing, but it's important to try to do something. It's important to take responsibility for yourself. It's important to take responsibility for situations that you can take responsibility for. And if they are outside of your control, there's no point in worrying about them. There's no point in building them up into this, you know, this massive... It's almost as if people who do victim blaming out there, they victimize themselves through these, you know, means of oppression, systems of oppression, whatever they want to call them. They're creating an idol for them to completely obfuscate any issues that they can take care of themselves, and it winds up not taking just themselves down, but everyone around them. And so, you know, I think we need to stop ignoring, kind of to piggyback off of Mark with the C was saying, we need to stop ignoring the horrors that people commit upon each other within like communities. It's not even like this is something just specific to the black community, but, you know, white people tend to rob white people more often. Black people tend to rob black people more often. And it's mostly because we congregate in similar areas. I don't think it's because we intentionally want to, you know, go out and rob from other races or from our own race. I think it has to do more with convenience. But we shouldn't obfuscate the fact that most black people are killed by other black people because of some perceived system of oppression and perceived virtue of victimhood. That's not going to get anybody anywhere in the future. And, I mean, we shouldn't do the same for white people as well, but it doesn't seem to be as big of a problem within the white community. You know, white people aren't out there saying, you know, it's that black privilege is what's keeping us back, that, you know, the idea of blackness is destroying the white community. That's not really a thing you see or hear about a whole lot. I mean, it exists, but how many people actually, like, how many people do you know actually in the Ku Klux Klan are out there versus how many people have you actually heard in everyday life even talking about, you know, white man holding me down, things like that. So I think that's sort of the message I'm going to leave everybody on is don't blame others for problems that you can take responsibility for, and don't blame some idol that has been created for you to truly I think like this idea of whiteness and everything being the blame for all of the woes in the black community, it might even be a weird, regressive, reverse psychology way that has actually held black people back from being able to achieve certain things. Because if you're growing up your entire life hearing that you're never going to make it, you're never going to achieve, you're never going to do this, that, or the other, because there's a system of oppression out there, even though all of these things are available to you, you just have to go out and get them yourself. No one's going to give you anything. You have to do it for yourself. And by improving yourself, others around you will feel that wake of improvement, of, you know, anything coming off of you. That will ripple out to everyone you know and love that surrounds you. And they themselves will become a little bit better because of that. And if you can impart that attitude and that knowledge onto them, they'll be passing it off to other people. So it's the idea of strengthening a community through self-improvement. Whereas, you know, a lot of leftists, to bring this back to the political, they believe that they will improve themselves by improving the community. And for me, that seems like a backwards way of going about it. That seems like a reversed way of what will actually bring improvement. And I know a lot of people will probably say, like, oh, well, that's a selfish ideology of thinking you should go out and just improve yourself, and blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 as Greta Thunberg would say. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. I thank everyone who came through today and said hi. I want to thank Gap Stargate. He came by and said hi. But everybody out there, I hope all of you have a wonderful day.